Pokimane is an idiot. That's the title of the video. There, see? Pokimane is an... Okay. So obviously I saw this title and I had to click because Chris's green ass title. No one is shocked except Kaya. Pokimane's an idiot, so business as usual. What else does Hassan have on all these people that they won't even condemn him for obvious animal abuse? Pokimane more like Poopymane. We made a P word with Hassan. Many people thought the P word was porno instead of podcasts. Is this gonna be about her cancelled podcast thing? Why didn't she release it then if she says that it's like she wanted to release it but the staff didn't? Why didn't she release the episode then?
And Lily Pichu, two titans within the streaming industry on Twitch, have this podcast.
Wait, hold up. Oh, it's not even close, huh? It's like 7 million.
Industry on
difference.
Twitch have this podcast called Sweet and Sour.
I'm sorry, no offense. I know like they're called Sweet and Sour, and I'm 99% sure they think or consider Pokimane is the sweet and Lily Pichu is the sour. I'm not gonna lie, I'm pretty sure it should be the opposite. Like, Pokimane is a very sour person. I don't know if Lily Pichu is sweet, but she can't be more sour than Pokimane. So.
It's a show where they talk about cute boys and foreign policy. Now, I've seen quite a few Sweet and Sour episodes, and it might be one of my favorite podcasts of all time. Their little chibi avatars are very kawaii. Last time we talked about Pokimane, she burned down a homeless shelter. But what has me covering her today? Well, it all comes back to Lightning McQueen himself. Yeah, this is yet another tale of a cowardly streamer ducking their head in the sand for Hassan Piker. Pokimane and Lily Pichu did a podcast episode with Hassan Piker before the infamous clip of him using a shock collar on his dog was exposed for everyone to see. This led to a public statement from the Sweet and Sour staff claiming that due to a recent situation involving our guest, that being Hassan, the episode will not be released. Many took issue with this statement because it seems like Pokimane herself was trying to avoid the fact that an acquaintance of hers yanks dog tails. Well, Pokimane herself did come out and say that she did not write this response, and she was actually planning to upload the Hassan episode despite all of the negative attention he continues to get. Pokimane also noted that until the next episode is released, the podcast itself will be experiencing some restructuring. And many took this part of the tweet as if Pokimane was firing the individual on the Sweet and Sour podcast team who sent out this letter. After all, as was noted on the response, the goal is to create a space that is comfy. Well, a couple of days later, instead of us getting the Hassan episode like Pokimane wanted, we instead got an episode addressing the controversy regarding Hassan, and I use the word addressing very lightly. It's more so dancing around the topic to save face. I kind of figured the response was going to be booty butt cheeks already when I saw that the preview for the podcast episode had comments turned off. That's always a good sign. Well, I'm excited for this dumpster fire. Why don't we go ahead and take a look at Pokimane, quote-unquote, addressing the controversy.
So, let's try to explain a little bit.
Oh, nice, so she did.
To clarify, in France, we filmed, this is how I talk about it on my stream, we filmed a P word with H word, and...
Why? Like a Voldemort situation.
Yeah, I know. It's to avoid getting clipped. The clip is less interesting, and the quote is less interesting when I say P word with...
Did you get clipped?
No, I didn't, because I said it in this way. I'm a genius.
Wow, Pokimane, that is what we like to call a 5D chess move. You're so clever. Because of this brilliant move, now I and many other YouTubers will definitely make fun of you for being so spineless that you can't even say Hassan Piker's name. And what the fuck was the point of that again? Referring to Hassan as H not only still invites people to clip you, but also fails to actually answer.
Like, she's trying to be cheeky, but she's just kind of cringe. Not gonna lie, like she acts like she's like fucking 15, bro. You're 30 something. Just stop.
or any questions your viewers might have. The point of this episode is for you to address what happened, and because you can't even give your fan base the liberty of understanding the context, all you do is confuse your audience. I find this not only cowardly, but also extremely ironic, considering the podcast advertises itself as real talks, and yet you can't even make the effort to explain the situation you're referring to, or even say the individual's name. It's very apparent that the route you want to go with is, so guys, this really weird thing happened last week. It was so weird. Anyways, let's just forget about it and move on. The reason Pokimane doesn't specify what she's addressing is because her casual fans who know nothing about the situation will just see from their perspective Pokimane taking responsibility, because the alternative of her admitting she wanted to upload a video with another creator who's being accused of being an animal abuser is not a very good look.
Well, anyway, so an F word, we were filming a P word with H word.
This just feels really... Like, I can't bring myself to...
Anyways, as you guys know, we filmed a podcast, whatever. And then when we came back home, there was a big controversy that blew up.
And that's it for giving context about what Hassan did to his dog. I'm sorry, what H did to his D. What is even the point of addressing the controversy instead of just uploading the Hassan episode if you can't even specify what you're addressing? This isn't a goddamn Guess Who game. Your job here is to give your viewers context. So guys, this individual's name starts with H, and he's under fire right now for using a SC on his D. So after Pokimane's riveting take on H being an a-hole, she then addresses the backlash she received for allegedly firing someone on her podcast team, or the entire staff itself, since the letter was sent by staff. Anyways, whoever posted the letter revealed that the Hassan podcast episode would not be publicized. According to Pokimane, she did not fire anyone from the team, and the podcast structure was already in a transition period before the dreaded H electrocuting his D controversy even started.
So anyways, when we filmed this podcast and this whole controversy imploded, we didn't have a straightforward way by which we would make a decision of whether or not to upload it. Some people on staff were not comfortable, some people didn't care, and it's very, like, there wasn't one sole person who could be like, we're doing it, F everyone. But in my opinion, we just did not have a good process by which to make a decision, or anyone really spearheading or taking responsibility for things, because we were in a transitional period. We have someone who helps us with socials, who's also stepping down. We have an editor who's incredible.
What do you mean nobody stood up to take responsibility? It's your podcast. You're supposed to take responsibility. What are you talking about? What do you mean no one... What? Bro, it's your podcast. You are the star of the show. It's your responsibility. You are the one, like, making the big money off of it. You're the one who hired everybody. You're the one who hired the producers, the fucking everything. Like, this is like, this show is you. You take responsibility. Like, that's just how it works. What?
Incredible, but also has a full-time job. So over the last, like, month-ish, we've just had a lot of...
So you're just, like, not paying them enough? That they need another job or something? Well, I mean, no, that now I'm being a bit petty because I don't know the situation. They're only doing it once a week or whatever, so okay, maybe.
Restructuring issues within our staff. So when I made that tweet, it sounded like we're restructuring because of this, and I'm firing everybody. But that's not what I meant. I literally meant we are in the middle of restructuring, and
it's really odd how every time there's a controversy with Pokimane, it's about something she says, and then she's like, "Oh no, that's not what I meant." It's really odd how, like, what are the odds that every time she just says something in the worst way possible, to be misrepresented in the worst way possible, like literally every goddamn time. I don't know.
And kind of what happened is only further proof that we need to kind of put our heads down, figure it out, because clearly any action that comes from the podcast reflects hugely on Lily and I.
Mind you, this is why the podcast is going on hiatus. As some controversy becomes popular, controversy is tied to podcasts in some way. Show is now going on hiatus, but it's actually for a different reason, and this is all just coincidental timing. Reminds me of how another podcast ended.
I think in an effort to clarify where I was coming from.
Was that the Some Ordinary Podcast? Hello guys and girls, Jen, YouTube, Some Ordinary Gamers, Nux, Stock. Oh, I actually thought he was gonna talk about the Ethan Hassan podcast, but I don't know if they took a break or they just broke up right away.
Podcast ended.
I think in an effort to clarify where I was coming from, like I didn't mean to throw staff under the bus so much, and at the end of the day, like the responsibility of the podcast is mine and Lily's solely.
True.
But that's also why when we hadn't approved the statement, it didn't feel so good. That's something reflected on us when we did not know at all. That
it doesn't matter. You are it's like, it doesn't matter how it reflects on you. You are the owners. Like, you deal with it behind closed doors, bro. If you're a manager of a restaurant and your employee did something wrong, right? You don't scold them in front of the customer, right? Or more importantly, it's like if you have two managers, right? Say, and it's like one is like the head manager, like, and the other one's just like a manager, right? And it's like the manager did something wrong in front of the employee. You don't scold the manager in front of the employee, okay? You do it in private, okay? Like, that's like, you don't scold your staff in front of the whole fucking world, man. You do it in private. You take responsibility because like, here's the thing. It's like, if they thought that they can do this, that means you are at fault for not setting the boundaries properly, right? And it's like, you should have also been on top of this, right? You're like, oh shit, Hassan has controversy, right? Let me talk to my staff about that episode. Like either way, there's something you could have done. You can't just go ahead and blame your staff for it. I mean, you can, but it's just a shitty move. You are the face of the company. You are the head of the company. You basically are paying these people. Like, yeah, it's all on you.
But it was...
You hired these people. It's all on you, okay? If you hired them and they fuck up, that's on you. Technically, this is how it works.
Going to come out, the statement, I mean. That is just what I'm trying to clarify. And do you want to talk a little bit?
Yeah, you said everything.
So the letter is written out as if it was a group decision to withhold the Hassan episode from being released and to publish this letter for the public to read. All things considered, not uploading the Hassan episode was probably the smartest decision. This is a man who pulls on dogtails and has changed his shot collar story about 5 times at this point. In short, most people do not see him in a positive light right now, and for good reason. And now granted, I understand Pokimane's frustration with her staff for publishing a response to a controversy this significant without her permission. I don't know what exactly the dynamic or responsibilities are between Pokimane and the podcast staff, but I will give Pokimane the benefit of the doubt that it's agreed upon she needs to be notified for something this substantial. What I don't understand is Pokimane letting everyone know that she personally wanted the Hassan episode to be released, despite him being accused of abusing his dog. Your staff is right to not wanting to upload the Hassan episode. That guest on your quote-unquote comfy podcast is being accused of animal abuse, you fucking idiot. From a PR perspective, yes, it is absolutely stupid for you to upload an episode that includes an individual like Hassan. This is the equivalent of me having a podcast in 2020 and said, our next guest on the podcast is Shane Dawson with his new wife.
I hope that kind of clarifies. I know our community is so sweetie pie cuties that they, I think, get us. They know our hearts. They know where we're coming from. And I think anyone who is like looking for some crazy statement or something, you're probably not a part of our community.
Oh, hey, that's me.
And it's also unfortunate because it feels like it was a complete lose-lose situation.
Yeah,
you know?
Yeah.
No matter kind of what decision we made.
Mattered.
Yeah.
How about don't tell people you're cool with uploading an episode with a guest who's being labeled as an animal abuser? I'm starting to think the reason why your staff released this statement without your consent is because your dumbass would have been so adamant about greenlighting Sweet and Sour episode 57, the Electric Boogaloo.
But Diesel, what about Lily Pichu?
What about Lily Pichu? I really have nothing to say about her because she herself has really said nothing about the controversy.
Yeah, she said nothing, and like even like this whole thing, and she's like, do you have anything to add? It's like, no, I think you said everything. We all know who is leading this fucking podcast. Let's be real. Okay, Lily Pichu is not taking charge of anything. Okay, she's just like there is like the, I don't know, cutesy Asian chick. Okay, like I don't even know if she adds anything. I'm pretty sure like again, I don't watch the show, but like, I can only imagine that Pokimane leads all the conversation topics, right? She has like the final word about everything. Like, yeah, it's like it's like they're equal partners on paper, but not in reality, you know. And that's, I mean, you know.
Controversy. I don't know how she is in other podcast episodes, but at least in this segment, she acts like how Ela Klein did 7 years ago, just sitting in a chair while occasionally saying yeah after hearing the most egregious dogshit takes of her life.
Ew, please, I yapped so much.
You did. You are.
So what are your feelings? The hiatus, the wait, you know what? I could yap some more if you want to. I got so much.
God, okay.
Do you want me to yap some more while you think?
Sure.
To conclude, Pokimane does go on to explain if she had a manager or something of the sorts notifying her about the letter before it was published, then maybe the staff could have come to some sort of agreement, but that's all hearsay. I think the fact that Pokimane wanted to upload the Hassan episode in the first place already makes her a moron.
Yeah, I think that's fair. But again, like, I don't even care like, if she wants to
watch the trailer and
I don't even care if she wants to upload it to begin with, but it's like once the staff came out and said that, it's like it's a double moron, right? It's like you're first of all you're a moron for wanting to upload it to begin with, okay? But that's okay, like sure. And then it's like your staff comes out and says like we don't want to upload it because of a controversy, and then you come out and say that you're like double the moron. Double moron power, bro. It's fucking crazy. And by the way, if you want to upload the episode, how come the episode wasn't uploaded? Right? It's like if you want to upload it, like you just said, you want like this episode's like we want to upload it. The staff decided not to upload it, but we want to upload. It's like, so why didn't you upload it? So why did you even like throw your staff under the bus if you're not even uploading it? Like at the very least, like stick by your guns, and it's like you just threw your staff under the bus, and you still didn't to not upload it. It's like, what was the point of the tweet? Oh my god, it's like double the idiot power, man. And again, Lily Pichu's there as like a mascot. Let's be real, like you can tell just by her mannerism that she's like very very reserved, and it's fine. Like I have nothing against her. I don't like no opinion. I like her boyfriend, Mike Reeves. If they're still together, I like him. He looks like a really interesting and smart guy. And like I have nothing against her. I haven't seen anything bad about her and whatever. But it's like I also like she looks like the quiet type. She looks like she's just. You know, she's just like a mascot kind of thing, which, by the way, mascot is like, it's not a bad thing. Mascots are great. But like, we all know that Poki runs the show. Why was it that Poki came out and said it? Why wasn't Lily Pichu? Why don't they have a, why don't they post through a shared Twitter account for the podcast where it's like, you can't say for sure that it was only Pokimane that replied, like that it's like both of them reply from this account, right? We all know that Poki runs the show, right? So yeah. Again, I could be wrong. I could be wrong. Maybe Lily Pichu is the mastermind after all. But sure as hell doesn't feel that way, you know? And based on like how we know what we know about Pokimane, the ruthless businesswoman that she is. Oh shit. Pretty sure we all know that she runs the show. So yeah. So she's not an idiot. She's double the idiot. And that's a fact.